Alrighty, hello friends, Reckless Tempest here. So today I'm going to be doing some metagame reviewing and some lineup theory crafting, name of the title. So just to get started, what is this spreadsheet? This is a spreadsheet I took from Mastering Runeterra and made a copy in my Google Drive and basically trimmed, I believe it was the bottom 2% of play rate decks. Except I kept in a few that I actually think are real decks, like Pantheon, Thralls, Anivia, Sivir Akshan. Like, I've actually seen these decks in lineups, I see them play, they actually have reasonable win rates and reasonable matchup spreads. But some of the other stuff was just, like, garbage. And I just made it, black background, dark mode, essentially, instead of, you know, eye burning. Oh wait, no, I did it. Change it there. So yeah, let's go over Lor Metas, lormeta.com, their meta report. Honestly, I usually skip a lot of this stuff. I don't really give two fucks about like what regions are being played. Even champions are kind of like, I don't care. Like, I guess this actually has some utility, but you know, it's just like, yeah, alright, top play rate archetypes, Sen of Agar. Oh, really? Huh. Fucking Darkness. Yeah. Scoots, Ari Kennen. Down a good amount, yeah, because it's actually getting squeezed a little, I believe, right? Because Sen of Agar. Oh, wait, no, it's getting more squeezed by Scouts. It's not getting squeezed by, this thing. Darkness. Lurk, yeah, Lurk's been trending a little this deck. This fucking weird landmark meme. Feel the Rush. Go Hard, Ari Kennen. Kindred Sentinels actually has some very interesting matchups. Poro's pretty good anti-aggro deck, and Fizz Lulu. So here we have all the matchups. But probably the coolest thing is to check the power ranking and the meta score. So this chart shows the power ranking for the 10 most played archetypes. Power ranking is defined by the Vicious Syndicate way explanation from their website. The power ranking scores are each deck's weighted win rate against the field. I assume that means of the other 10 decks. We calculated X power ranking score by weighing its matchups against other decks. Why does weighing have a T in it? I guess it's a silent T. Factoring each archetype's frequency. That means power ranking is not a deck's observed win rate, but the win rate they should have according to the matchups and frequency of other archetypes. Yeah, so this is really interesting, and again, that's kind of why I trimmed out some of the like deadish matchups from here, just to get a better idea. So power score 100 for Ari Kennen. Then I assume the meta score. The meta score shows the position in the meta for the 10 most played archetypes in terms of win rate and play rate. This one is also an exact from the website. Was the meaning of meta score and how do you compute it? Measures each relative and standing based on win rate perceived. Take the highest win rate record by corner and fix it to a value of 100. Yeah, so it's just like power ranking but for meta. Yeah, so we have Ari Kennen and Shurima, still very good. Beaten by Quinn Scout's Misfortune. And then, what was the third again? 77, right? That's the highest number. In Darkness, my old friend. What's the next? Lurk, yeah. Lurk's trending up. I guess we have the graphic here to make it easier. And this is more for 1v1 ranked. And then we can get some sweet deck codes. Best players don't particularly care. Alrighty. I don't think this changed a whole lot. But yeah, I was pondering some lineups earlier. Here we have the powerful notepad, not in dark mode, because I don't want to use notepad++ at the moment. and kind of realized, like, if you go RE Scouts, you actually get, like, a pretty interesting lineup. So one thing I like to do is just clear. I think I keep 9, right? Yeah, because if you clear all, you kind of get that big block gone. Just like, and if you do it like this, once you start including other decks, it gets much easier to find your bad matchups, right? So you can just kind of line it up, like, you're like, oh, Scouts isn't great, you know? So what was the third deck? Yeah, interesting. So Senevegar, 48%. I did change how this is calculated, because obviously I deleted decks. Yeah, that's so weird. Senevegar from here. Masters League, yeah, 53%. I don't think they've updated this. Play rate. I assume deck power is the win rate, because 58 is roughly where Arc Cannon is floating. 61. All these sites like slightly test for different things, so sometimes you're gonna get different data. What am I doing? I am doing metagame review and theory crafting lineup, so it's a bit of a different stream. It's more, I'm gonna do this anyway, so I might as well stream it. Kind of thing. Yeah. So yeah, we're just kind of going over what's Darkness's win rate. I'm just trying to confirm it. It's like, yeah, 50%. It's so weird. Like, actually, the deck has it has a very interesting place in the metagame, but it doesn't actually have the highest win rate, which is why it's kind of funny, because it's got a high meta score and high power rank, but it's not, like, super nutty. Whereas, like, go back to my cropped sheet. RE Cannon. This is win rate, yeah. Where was it? It was Silver Auction, right? Wait, why are you here? No. It was Shyvana Pantheon, 52%. Yeah, there's a 52 here. You can play RE Cannon, Shadow Isles, and RE Cannon Shrima, so that's why I couldn't include it. Apparently this deck has, like, a deflated win rate because it's harder to play. I don't know, take that with a grain of salt. Yeah, so let's see what our lineup looks like if we play Shyvana Pantheon, Misfortune, and RE Cannon. So clear, 1-1, 1-9. So what are your bad matchups? Lurk isn't great. Kindred Sentinels is like a pretty big pain, though weirdly enough your Pantheon deck kind of fights it well. Your Finish here. I don't know. The matchups are so weird in this game, because it's like, oh, you're 48%, that's a bad matchup. And it's like, technically, yes. But like, in theory, you can't even gain that much, though we do literally obliterate Poros, funny enough. Yeah, so, you know what would be cool? If I made a thing here that showed the combined win rates of all these, and then we could easily identify it. Yeah, that could be good. Alright, so select all, bam. So we want to do it at 41. Where does the conditional formatting go to? E19. I can just make a copy of it, that'd be fine. Yeah. So let's go here. What's my formula? It's subtotal 109. So we'd want to do subtotal 109 C19. Wait, no, C2 to C19. Oh, come on. Yeah, I have my mic on top of a empty coffee container in front of me. So typing, and then we want to divide it by. Really wish there was a formula that showed total number of present values and would give that as a number. I'm sure there is, but I'm actually not good at Googling. So let's just do 3. Right? Exit. Wait, what? Oh yeah, your fonts. You know what? Let's put you maybe not there. Put you here, just so there's a little more space. Go back up and change the font color to white. Oh, no, not font color. Do I have to round?
No matter how big or small your business is, making your own
ads. I knew I hated this. This is so fucking rabid. You know what, 1 second. Do. And then go back here. Cool. Yeah, fuck Spotify. Where were we? Yeah. So then we go clear 19. And then we should probably round it. Round 2. Oh, it's shown as a percent. That's not good. What, just number? Sure. And then format. Sure. Okay. Copy. Where are we going to T? Control V. Format. Click here just to make sure we get it. Conditional formatting. Click. Add another rule. So we'll go from C43 to T43, right? Yeah, that should work. Sick. Alright, so this way, we can easily see what the matchups are. Obviously we're gonna have... Yeah, I really... One day I'll figure out this formula. That's actually really obnoxious. Regardless, it's not that great. It'll be 50. It'll be a negative there. For champions. So... This is like pretty even. So Elise would actually weirdly be one of the things we want to ban. Huh. Wrong one. Nothing too incriminating there. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Ban target equal Elise. And then, what's it beating? Oros. Zillion. Darkness. Anything obscene? Yeah, it's actually got a weird Viego. / Viego IO. I'm gonna move my mic. Give me a second. Oh. A lot of typing. This is back here. You can... Does this work? Kinda. Should be good. Yeah, this lineup's actually very interesting. Alright. So, let's select all. So that's like the good stuff lineup. And unsurprisingly, it has a good matchup spread. Just in terms of raw numbers. Well, let's say you wanted to make something that beats Arcana. So, I already did a bit of looking for the bad matchups. Here, boom. Unfortunately, at this point, this thing doesn't really help. Yeah, I keep clicking Notepad++ by like muscle memory, basically. Why don't I have Kindred Sentinels? Yeah. Oh wait, no, I did this wrong. Jesus. It's slow work. Yeah, Kindred Sentinels still not bad though. Still worth including. DLC, I think, or FTR. Many crosswires with the Trundle deck. Spiders already had. That was like the best. Yeah, the mirrors are gonna look really bad. Thralls is weird. Thralls is good again. Thralls is like soft apparently to Rima, but the go hard version is worse against Thralls. Yeah, there's actually not too many counters. And then Scouts, right? Scouts has a pretty good, yeah. Did I include it there because it's like tier 2? Yeah, Scouts is reasonable. I guess it's because it doesn't actually beat Shurima that much. But neither does Sentinels, so we should probably move it over there. So let's just see what it all looks like. So what number? 3 will do? So spiders. Hurricane and Shadow Owls. Yeah, that's funny. Where is it? Then Sentinels, right? Yeah. Clear 3. Again, like those values just like very meh. But if I could figure out how to get the number of currently displayed values in a range, this would work super well. Yeah, so we can kind of see it's like there. Weirdly enough, it's not that good. And then here, obviously, the matchups will be skewed. But you probably want to find the one that's like good against both versions, right? It's surprisingly tough. So I don't know, it's actually kind of hard to build a lineup that actually beats Hurricane, I think. Targets it. It's like, they could be playing the Shrima version or the Shadow Wall version, and there's like kind of enough of a twist between them and how their matchups work that not easy peasy. Gotta ban someone. Report. Okay. Alright, sick. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It actually seems really hard to beat RV Cannon from a lineup perspective. Like, you can do scouts, spiders. If we check the meta report too, spiders isn't even on here. Yeah, like Kindred Sentinels is apparently 57. Where's the... Masters, okay, yeah. I think they're both Master League data. Apparently the win rate's a lot worse here. Arcana is 41%. Yeah, so it's looking better over here. Yeah, so it's like, it definitely scouts is something you could screw around with. But I do like how we're starting to see more decks that beat it up. Yeah, the lane, yeah, fair enough. But everything else, it's like, these matchups aren't like crazy. Maybe 45's the next one, yeah. With Darkness, but like, oh wait, no, I'm on the wrong one. Scouts, yeah, it's actually favored against Darkness, which is funny. I do like how Ari Cannon, like, Shadow Owls is, like, kind of trolling it. Funny that it's like, this is how you beat it. So I wonder if you actually want to play Shadow Owls, and that way you kind of make your lineup a little more, like, harder to target. Because I don't think the things that beat the Shadow Owl version actually beat the Scouts version. Arican, SH, and it's harder to target. Wait, Pokey, stick that. Go hard that like button if you're a fan of this. Not the most riveting content, I am aware, but you know, this kind of stuff does help get the W's. In theory. Yeah. So here's actually the funny lineup. Like, what if you just want to ban Ari Kennen? So the funniest thing you can do in this regard is you just find the decks that have the worst matchups against Ari Kennen. So Lurk. Zillion, yeah. Zillion's bad. Zillion Zareth. Just wanted to double check the data. Yeah. Like, it makes sense, kinda, to me, that it would. Actually, sorry, real quick, I do want to see 8, let's say 7. You I'm deleting. So, Quinn. I really need to color code. Where the fuck is it? Maybe a nice little purple? Yeah, there we go. And with you, we'll do a nice little... something to draw the fucking eye, you know? 7/7. And Shyvana Pantheon. I just kind of want to see what this lineup looks like. Oh, weirdly... yeah. Interesting. Yeah. The only shitty thing about adding Shyvana Pantheon is your Ari Cannon lineup's not the best. Ooh. Doubled. And you're kind of weak to spiders, but, you know, whatever. Okay. Where was I? Yeah, the decks with the worst Ari Kennen lineup. Matchup. So definitely Poros, right? I'll go to Mastering Route, or the Meta Report, just because I already have this from here, Shurima, just to double check. Yeah, Lurk. Just keep it here. Or Zillion Zareth. Didn't add it. And we already had Poros, Lurk, Zillion Zareth. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick whiz, and then we'll get back to the grind. It would need like double spell. Because it's a 3, right? So all that good shit isn't gonna save her. What the fuck?
A few moments later.
What a way to lose out on playing in the seasonal tournament. I guess it serves me right. Alright, they're tapped out. At least we can get our Shunpo on. Ooh. Overwhelm +2.
Fly to them on broken wings. What conflict awaits?
GG! Woo! We beat the bad guys. We beat the baddies. Okay. Yeah, let's just do it on River Shaper.
Beauty charms while claws take hold. The dragon remembers.
Is this good? I hope it is. We must definitely keep up deny. Alright. We get to save the fragment. You don't have a good attack. We're just gonna lose to Vengeance. Yeah, fuck off, man. What a fucking dumb game. Excuse me. So create 5 random cards in hand. They okay. So we're making the lineup that bans Arcan and Shurima. I'm gonna move this over here. That fits pretty nicely on my garbage second bonder. So 4 Oros, Lurk. Where are you? Injured Viego. Pantheon. Very bad. I assume Shyvana Pantheon is also bad. Both the Shyvana Pantheon versions. Sivir Auction. A deck we haven't seen a lot of, but I think it might be a better tournament deck than a ladder deck. Or a best of 3 deck, I should say. Those are all tournaments, but it sounds less... whatever. God, like seeing that nice strip of red. The numbers, what do they mean? These are the win rates of decks in Runeterra. Exactly. We were trying to, but this is a love triangle. This isn't just a traditional 2-person, 2-deck couple. Yeah, so I'm just going over matchup win rates and just trying to do lineup building, because in Runeterra you play best of 3s in tournaments. There we go. That's my 3rd digit. So, and there's like a few approaches you can take. You can play good stuff. You can try to target the best deck. Try to ban the best deck. This is beating control. And yeah, it's just trying to think like, so if you just accept like, we're not going to beat Ari Cannon. We're going to ban it. Where do you go from there? Like, what do your matchups look like? This does not help because it's only dividing by 3. But yeah, like, really, this is all good. You have some really shitty... This is so weird. It's like, also your Lurk matchups kind of meh, depending on which ones you pick. Raven Rumble. You got some really bad. It's actually, this kind of helps, because even though, like, the numbers aren't accurate, the color coding helps. So we can tell, like, the next worst lineup is Shyvana. Then we have like Sevarok, Sean. It's just a mess. So Poros, no champions. I don't know. The thing I don't like about all the decks that beat Ari Kennen, or ban Ari Kennen, lose to it, is it's not like they have great matchup spreads elsewhere, except Lurk. Lurk's looking really reasonable. But Poros is just like a meme deck. I'm gonna take it off. Let's say, goods. What's a better way to say it? Even MU spread. Polarized MU spread? Poros definitely goes into polarized. I don't know. Lurk is looking interesting. It's definitely a little more of an even deck. What do we like Viego? Very much. What the fuck does this actually beat? This deck is not good. This is like a weird, like slow deck sniper. This is like bad scouts almost, in the way its matchups look. It's like the control deck that beats other control decks, but can't beat what those control decks beat. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, I might even go here. But apparently, when I was doing this off stream, it wasn't even on there. Alright, how does Dragon Shyvana look? Matchups are weird. It's like she'll beat some aggro decks, she'll lose to some aggro decks. They'll beat some control decks. You know, like Sentinels and Darkness. But they'll lose to like FTR. I guess it's more of a ramp deck. Why can't we just have 3 Lurks? And Mono Pantheon. This deck's awful. It definitely beats the shit out. Again, it's so fucking weird. Gets demolished by scouts. Or it demolishes scouts. Gets demolished by Shurima, Ari Kennen. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe it goes in polarized or edit redo. Pantheon. They're both off. Sevarok, Sean. Like kinda meh. Actually, one interesting thing is like in theory you get more value from the non-Zillion Xerath decks because they're all bad against both, like all the other ones are worse against both versions, but this one's like slightly better. In theory, Shyvana Pantheon, you get less value from having in your lineup just because that's a 48% win rate. Whereas, like, in theory, if you're banning Ari and or Kennen, you want to be playing decks with, like, the worst possible win rate, right? Because that way you're gaining more value, or you're dodging more of a bad matchup, percentage-wise. I don't know, it looks kind of reasonable. Okay, I'm just gonna do this real quick. You know, one day I'm gonna figure this out. Maybe that'll be my mission between streams, is that I figure out to change this to number of values in a range. In that way, it'll auto scale. I could delete things and it'll just go boop boop. But you know what we can do? Copy, go here, paste, divided by 15. Little annoying. Does that. Yeah, it has a pretty good win rate boost. Where was I? Oh yeah. How reasonable is this matchup spread? It's like kind of reasonable. It is funny how Lurk kind of felt like it was in its own class. Because it's like, once you take these two out, it's actually nothing but good matchups. Except for like, I don't know, I guess we have like Sivarok Sean, which is very low play rate. 48, I don't really call it bad, but yeah. Actually, Lurk's definitely the biggest winner if you want to ban Ari or Cannon. Really interesting. Yeah, I'm actually gonna fix this real quick. Show all, select all. Format, conditional formatting. V2? Oh, yeah, it's including that. No, we're just gonna make this V2 to V19. Done. Another rule. Click, click. There we go, copy set. W2 to W19. Done. There it is. I guess you can't see it as easily because my head's over it. But it's there. And now let's make we get -2, just because Ari Cannon rules the world. It is the best. Better than all the rest. Yep, autofill. So obviously everything here will have a inflated win rate. So now let's go back to 4-9. Let's just delete Ari Cannon, and in theory this probably should just be its own spreadsheet. Just to make it slightly easier. Where is it? We can shadow off. Boop. Conditional formatting is kind of weird. Maybe it's because like all the values are too similar. It's just like a sea of green. Minimum value, maximum value, percentile. Do you think this would be red? Yeah, turn on min value. Oh, percentile 50? Wait, shouldn't that work? What if we do %50? Nope. Alright, anyways. We can just look at numbers. That's fine. That's legal. Yeah, Zillion Zerath seems to be the worst just because it doesn't gain as much. Horus, Pike. Shyvana Pantheon. I'm gonna put worst Skaner. So now let's just Control Z, get the MEs back. Break them up a bit. Select all. So let's remove Zillion Zerath. Why am I so blind? Zillion Zerath, Poros, Shyvana. Diego Kindred. Alright. Let's just do it again. So it all beats Dark. They all have good matchups against Darkness, which is kind of cool. Cannon, bad. This bad. If you want a Pantheon, I'm also going to put in the worst Skaner. We're going to delete her. It's funny, because it's like, I'm just trying to find, like, what gains the most. And it's like, I haven't really even looked at, like, does this lineup make sense? Alright. So Pike, Poros. And then these two are down a bit. Poros, bad matchup. It's also going to be a bad matchup. We're only dividing by 3 here, so it's not quite as accurate. I don't know. Theory, yeah. Maybe you don't play Poros, you just play these decks, you beat up... What happens if we take Poros out? Let's Control-C, Control-Z... Delete Poros. Do it again. Alright, now we have 3 decks. %. The Rock Sean. Lineup's very interesting, actually. Weird. So, you're slightly ahead of Darkness. I guess you're losing the Poros by a couple points, but like all your match, like it's pretty even. They should ban Pantheon if they have scouts. Lurk is like a coin flip apparently, or like a slightly favored coin flip. You beat up Sentinels, you beat up Zillion Zareth. FTR is like kind of evenish because you have one good deck and two bads. This is weird. This is a weirdly interesting lineup. I didn't think this is where you'd want to end up. Pike, Lurk, Silver Auction, Pantheon, Mono Pantheon. All right. So weird. I can't uppercase in this garbage program. Cool. It's weird. Super weird. So fucking weird. I can't get over it. Alright, I don't even know if this lineup's good, but it is interesting. Obviously, this is like maybe what level 1 is you play the good decks, you play Ariken, and level 2 is you try to beat or counter it, and then level 3 is... Yeah, so this is like a very level 2 lineup. Very first step. But at least its spread actually looks kind of reasonable. Let's just double check the Runeterra Lor Metas article. Doesn't even have our decks. That's what's funny. It's like this lineup's so left field. It's just like, eh? This actually might be a reasonable day 1 seasonals lineup, actually. It's like, your spread's interesting. And like, even if they don't play Ari Kennen, like... your win rates are actually pretty evenly spread against a wide part of the field, so then like you just use a ban helper. Both Mastering Runeterra and Lor Meta have it. Huh. So, said it before, I'll say it again. Unexpected. Yeah. I'm very happy they have a high number of decks on here. Maybe I would have found more if I like... What's Mandel Trees? Let's just take a quick look. Thundisk. What Thundisk's Shurima matchup? Oh, bad. This is funny how all these bottom decks are just awful. Except Diana Nocturne. Huh, weird. What's Diana Nocturne's normal win rate? 50%? What's her... Hurricane and Shadow Isle? Nothing else here is particularly crazy. Tree, whatever. Pantheon we already have. Ramp Aesol. Ramp Aesol just, yeah, 48% win rate. And it's just got some really bad matchups in very popular decks, which is also kind of meh. Yeah, like Silver Auction's interesting because it's like good against Darkness, good against MF, good against Lurk, very bad against Ari Kennen. Yeah, Caitlyn Teemo, obviously fucking garbage. I know YouTube will hate that take, but it's the truth, damn it. Anivia. This deck's also awful. I really like how Silver Auction's this weird diamond in the rough. Thundisk, unplayable. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I guess that's the moral. That's the highlight of this stream, is Silver Auction is the goodness. Lastly, beating Control. I think this one's gonna be pretty easy, right? Funny enough, Darkness beats Control really well. I guess it depends what you define as control, but like Kindred Sentinels, Feel the Rush. I don't know if Zillion Zareth is a control deck. It's... I would lean towards calling it mid-range, but I wouldn't. I guess it is kind of controlling. It builds its own Mystic Shots. Like, Make It Rains and shit like that. Okay. So, we have... I'm gonna move this over here to make it a little easier to see and click. Senna. Lurk. Maybe I should begin to play Lurk. Ravana Pantheon, apparently. Now Thralls. Thralls fucks. Nivea. Sevaroxon. Boros. Scouts. So you actually have a lot of directions to go if you just want to beat, like, Reaper control decks. So what I'm gonna define as control is Sentinels, FTR, Zillion Zareth, I guess. Yeah, Trundle. Yeah, Darkness. Darkness. That's mostly it. Okay, so control. So not these two. These two are actually kind of soft. It's so sad that Poros isn't good against Zillion Zareth. I've played this matchup twice, I think. And I won both times, but I wonder if it's because... Actually, I have no idea. Wait, that's so bullshit. It's 26% here, which makes way more sense, right? Am I just blind? I am blind. I am. Yeah, we're talking about... Oh my god. Okay, so... Let's remove these two, if we're counting Kindred Sentinels. I think that's actually a fair thing. Do it again. Alright, what's next? Maybe Anivia is kind of soft. The Darkness, I guess. But Anivia can't beat Zareth Landmark Control for some reason. I guess they can't beat Arsenal. I would cut Vagar or Darkness. Like if I was marking by everyone else, but like I don't know, it's kind of got a reasonable matchup spread. So I guess you could keep. Yeah, it's funny, Zillion Zareth really does throw things through. Just throw a wrench on things. So let's say we delete Anivia. Try it again. Good. Your Arcana matchup is awful. Hmm. It's almost like you could go lurk. Oh no, I'm just doing it again. Wait, this lineup is actually... Wait, so it's just Sean. Yeah, so if you just change Mono Pantheon to Shyvana Pantheon, you can make a pretty good beat control lineup too. Oh, weird. Okay, so I think the actual takeaway from everything is the ban Ari Cannon, like Lurk Silver Pantheon might actually be good. Just strictly data driven, like just looking at numbers for best of 3. But obviously, if you read articles on how to play Gauntlet, you know, it's like run decks that you're very comfortable with, you know. You have to play the decks or bully lineups, man lineups, flexible lineups, yeah. Definitely kind of bully ban. Also, one thing to keep in mind might be, so if we can make a lineup that bans Ari Cannon, how hard will it be to then pivot to beat the lineups meant to beat Ari Cannon? That's like probably something to ponder, to ruminate over. But wait, so just to conclude this, it's like Darkness is fine, Pike. Zillion Zareth beats up on some of the other control decks. Shyvana Pantheon. It's fine. It's actually kind of interesting because, like, after this, it gets hard to find. Yeah. Weird. Go Zillion Zareth. That's what, I don't know. This is why I kind of think of it more as a mid-range deck. But, I don't know, I think classifying things as archetypes in Runeterra is kind of difficult. But yeah, Zillion Zareth is the best one. And then it's a pretty big tier 2 drop, I'd say. Pike's up there for sure. Pike. Yeah, Darkness. Shiv. Pantheon. Maybe just Pan. Shiv Pan. And then Silver Auction. I should probably call it Lurk. Oh, Notepad, you're so awful. Yeah, so I guess if you, maybe, if you want a better control MU, play Shift Pan over Mono Pan. Yeah. I guess one thing I haven't really figured out is how are we beating Ari Cannon in a lineup that's reasonable? Because you can definitely make a lineup that beats Ari Cannon. You should be able to. In theory. You gotta dig deep, though. The problem is, I think you have to make 2 lineups, don't you? Fuck. You have to figure out how to beat the Shremo version and Shadow Wall version. Alright, so let's see. Let's, we figured out our anti-control lineup. We figured out our banning Ari Cannon lineup. Now let's figure out the lineup that beats... you know, the deck. It just looks like garbage, right? Because it's like spiders. Yeah, it's like spiders feel the rush, Shadow Isles, Ari Cannon. Yeah, and we already have it here. Then you have a tier 2 of Scoots and Sentinels. So admittedly 47% isn't... it's technically worse. A worse win rate than the other ones. So, you know. Yeah, 44. Yeah. This is definitely... actually, I'm gonna do this. Spiders... Spiders and Capital. And then honestly all the rest are like pretty close. With Sentinels I'd maybe put a little further away. But at the end. Yeah, Spiders is the hard smasher. Then how do you beat... because in theory, you want to beat both of them. But it is funny. I wonder if you can build an Ari Cannon deck with Shadow Owls that beats the other Ari Cannon Shadow, like the true Ari Cannon Mirror Breaker. What am I doing? I'm doing lineup theory crafting. We went over Lor Metas meta review, and I'm building lineups for Seasonals and Gauntlet. So, made a lineup for banning Ari Cannon Shurima, Lurk Sever Akshan, and Mono Pantheon. Looking pretty good. Beating Control. It was actually kind of hard to figure out the lineup, but I just like filtered by decks, and Zillion Zereth actually beats the crap out of all the other control decks. The class by control is these. It actually has a good matchup against all 4. And then, like, the other 4 decks were kind of like, they had 3 good matchups, 1 bad matchup. And a funny thing is, you can make this lineup that bans Ari Cannon slightly better against control by just swapping in Shyvana. And the good stuff lineup, just Ari Cannon, Shurima, Scouts. And then I had Shiv Pantheon, but it doesn't really, it has like ban targets Elise, beating a few things. Yeah, but now let's try to figure out what are the decks. Oh yeah, let's double check the win rates. Just to confirm. Spider shouldn't even be here anymore, right? Yeah. But Shrima Shadow Owls is ahead by 5%. Feel the Rush. Trundlemere Trundle. It's even, according to Lor Metas data. MF Quinn is favored. Alright, so I'm gonna move FTR lower down the list. I'm finding decks online to try, but my problem is I don't have enough of the cards unlocked, so I gotta wait. That sucks. Are you doing all the things necessary to make sure your weekly chest is juiced as fuck? And also, yeah. Because it's actually a lot. Sentinels. Where the fuck is Sentinels? Sentinels. It's so dumb. Now, obviously, some of these decks can be tweaked, right? You can always shuffle cards around to give pluses and minuses to different matchups, but yeah, that's so weird. So it's 50% here in Masters, and what are you over here? Oh, it's only 2% difference, yeah. Did we check everything? Yeah, we did. Yeah, we just moved scouts up a little, spiders, K Sentinels. FTR is 50-50 apparently. Alright, now onto Shadow Owls. No idea what that means, so gonna say no. I just play Path and some PvP. Okay. I'd recommend YouTube searching, I think it's like how to get the most EXP or how to unlock cards. The TLDR is your weekly chest has levels, and you always want to get it to level 13. So, because that's where like you get the sweet point. That's like the point before diminishing returns on EXP to reward. And yeah, basically it's like you can play a lot of game modes. The videos go over it. And yeah. Alright, we were here. Oh wait, no, we gotta keep this up. So what are you bad against? Darkness. You are not bad. I'm gonna just keep both of them selected. MF. You're way worse against MF. Yeah, no problem. And we started the new week on Thursday, so you'll have plenty of time to get up there. Also, if you have expedition tokens and you're really thirsty for cards, you can just play expeditions and drop immediately to get... I forget the minimum amount of stuff was. I may or may not have 50 expedition tokens. So, let's write this shit down. What is the worst matchup for Shadow Elves? It's gonna be Scouts. Scouts at 37, and at 39, Thralls. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. The Shadow Elf version is slower, whereas the Sivir Akshan version can just kill him with Absolvers. Bam bam. And yeah, so those are in the 30s, so now we'll just do the little thingy here to show that the next ones aren't as egregious. 43's next. Spiders. Yeah, I guess Go Hard's help. 43.8. 44.3. Zareth Zil. It is kind of annoying how there's very little overlap between the two. Zareth Zil, Darkness. Sentinels. Technically the ordering's wrong, but I do not give a fuck about point 3. Trundle. Elise Trundle. I'm just gonna put Elise Trundle. I believe that's the Mistwraith stack, but... yeah. Okay. I have a shitload of expedition tokens, but I've never done one. Okay, well, if you are very thirsty for cards, you get cards for every 3... I think every week you can pay in with the tokens, and you're gonna get, like, rewards as cards, like in chesty form. Yeah. So if you have time to burn. This is so dumb. Yeah, so let's just do 1 1 there, 1 1. You have 71. Well, you can join and drop if you really want to. I probably should have just done this. No, let's make one more. This thing's just divided by 2, right? Yeah. Copy. Yeah, scouts. Obviously, I could just look at the piece of paper and match words, but... Bundle FTR. This is a mirror, so the numbers are gonna get wonky. Spiders. Yeah, the problem is trying to beat both of them, is you just end up with a, like, psychotic lineup with, like, spiders and Feel the Rush. And Sentinels? I'm sure you could tweak the Sentinels deck. Oh no, my brain's not big enough. I just can't imagine playing Zillion Zareth. Wait, no. Sentinels, Feel the Rush, and Spiders as a lineup, and this being like a cohesive, like, spread of matchups and with like a robust band strategy, and it being properly leveled. So you could go Spiders, MF Quinn. That's actually Spiders Scouts, yeah. The Spiders is definitely the winner. Right? Yeah, Spiders is the leading deck. Scouts, followed by Scouts. I'm just gonna group them, so it's not as ridiculous. And then, TR. Actually, Sentinels first. TR. The problem is their gains just aren't even that great. And it's like, oh, we have plus 4%, like, dog. It's like, Darkness isn't even good. Doesn't count, because it isn't plus against Shurima. You can also double check here. Right? It's down, and it's up. So it's confirmed in both places. Oh, fuck. Ugh, my brain. It is weird finding the third deck. Alright, so we have these decks, right? These are the winners, I think. I don't like Darkness. You don't count. It would be really funny if you made an RV Cannon deck Shadow Isles to beat the other one. Scouts, K Sentinels, and FTR. It's just has so few bad matchups. Okay. We're gonna do something weird. Let's pick all those decks. So Spiders, so let's do 5. 5 for Scouts. 5 for Sentinels. 5 for Trundle Feel the Rush. 5 for Spooters. Let's see what our matchup spread looks like. Dividing by 4, right? Yeah. Oh, cancel. Do that. This doesn't really help. Yeah, so Darkness is your bad matchup, theoretically. Obviously, you can't play a 4-deck lineup, but it just gives us some broad strokes. Sorry, Shurima is good. Obviously, Poros is weak. Your Scouts matchup kind of sucks, funny enough. Yeah, like, maybe you don't play Spiders just because your raw win rate isn't fantastic. And just to confirm, yeah. This is only looking at what we have here. Pike's bad. Sentinels, we only have one good deck. Zareth Zillion weirdly beats us. Yeah, we get owned here. This lineup's a mess. This lineup's just a real fucking mess. Like you probably just take out Spiders. What's their ban target? Let's just check that up. What am I missing? Got scouts, sentinels. Oh yeah, Elise. Okay, this lineup is not weak against Elise. We can keep that in. What are the non-mirror bads? 47, Elise Trundle. I don't think that's a deck anymore. Kindred Vago. Darkness. Actually, you got some pretty low win rate bad matchups. Like the highest one is Darkness. And after that, I guess Pike. Pike is up there. Yeah, we can look at 3 for the ones we're missing. 48. Actually, no, this lineup does suck. Because you're bad against scouts. You're soft against... Yeah, this lineup's awful. It's actually really hard, I think, to make a lineup that beats Kindred. I mean, Ari Cannon, both versions. You can maybe go for one, but it's kind of... I don't know. It doesn't seem great. Because, like, in theory, your lineups are going to be different if you go Ari Cannon Shadow Isles and Ari Cannon Shurima. So it's like you're targeting 2 different kind of spreads. So it's like you can't even go like, oh, it'll be fine if they're just playing Shadow Isles. Yeah. Not great. Maybe I just go result, not great. Yeah. Sure. I'm not testing this theory crafting. Holy god, that would be... Get me the cocaine. We're gonna play for 48 hours. Again, like, this is kind of like... I'm trusting that... You know, these 10,000 games played are providing big enough data, because I can't ever actually play a sufficient quantity of games to get a real sample size. So, kind of hoping. Bit of assumptions. Some assumptions are happening here. Yeah. I've chat all messages. Oh, alright. Brain's breaking. Lastly, the good stuff lineup. I guess we're circling back to the good stuff lineup. Ari Kennen, Scouts, Shyvana Pantheon, Target Spiders. Kind of beating a lot of stuff. Alright, yeah, I don't mind that. Let's double check. Ari Kennen, Bam, and then Shyvana Pantheon. Why did I have Shyvana Pantheon in here? That's so weird. I assume there was a reason. 1.5. No. Line up 2. Get out of here. Oh, I did click 2. Oh, never mind. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think the only difference is it just plays it's not like a Shyvana, like Shyvana's, that's it. Maybe it play, yeah, I think it does play Screeching Dragons actually. Yeah, Screeching Dragon and Chows. Yeah, it's kind of funny, you don't change many cards. Oh god, getting the eye twitching. Ah, damn it. Alright, wait 1 second. Alright, so I think I wanted to do one more thing. Yeah, let's double check this. This lineup look good. We're like kind of soft to MF. I should just put 50 in the blanks and that would make this work. But I kind of want to figure out how to do this. But in theory, mirrors are 50, right? Yeah, Scouts is good. 43, your lineup's really soft to Ari Cannon. Yeah, I think that's why I like the idea of the... the version that plays Shadow Owl Ari Cannon. But admittedly, things are just looking like pretty Gucci. You're just off to spiders. That's like a very easy ban. Yeah. All right. It was funny the like drops in win rate. Let's see what it looks like with Shadow Owls instead. Looking fine. Yeah. Another target acquired. Yeah, Scouts is even. Weirdly, the Shadow Owl version's a little worse. They banned this. Kindred's gets kind of meh. Yeah, I don't know. I think you'd want to play one. Which deck is the best deck? If all you care about is beating Ari Cannon, it's spiders. I guess it depends what version you're wondering. If it's Shurima or Shadow Owls. According to the data, I'm gonna beat spiders for Shurima. Scouts or Thralls, weirdly enough, for the Shadow Owl version. Scouts is a good compromise between both, though. Or spiders. I personally prefer Scouts, especially if you're going 1v1 ladder. Are you more wondering for 1v1 or best of 3? Stuff too. One v one. I would recommend Scouts then. But also, Lor Meta, Lor-Meta. The site's really good. I'd really recommend it. Yeah, so they have this thing called a meta score. And this is basically, it takes the top meta, and it just figures which one, depending on play rate and the win rates against each other, what's the deck you should play. And Scouts comes out ahead with a meta score of 90, beating Shurima. post it in chat. You can kind of see it. Power score. Frequency score. Yeah, so. And if you go to runeterra.ar, you can get codes. Also, they have codes here that are pretty stringent requirements, right? 30 games, 70% win rate. And I think it's Masters Plus. Everything here seems to be Masters Plus, as is mentioned. I guess there's no above Masters, but yeah. Oh no, I'm not liking the Shyvana deck. With the second lineup. So this Scouts. What is Oh yeah, I guess in theory you could always just make the meta score lineup. So that's Scouts, Tenenari, Darkness. So let's see that. 2, 2, 2. No other 2s. Yeah, enjoy. There, 2. Yeah, 50-50. Beat Poros. Good there. A little soft to Scouts. Huh. It's weird. I guess I wonder if we're getting to the point where we have to start making like what are Scouts' bad matchups? Making lineups to beat Scouts. But Scouts is like weirdly easy to beat because it's just mid-range decks that are bigger than it. Like one thing I've been pondering is bringing back Scargrounds. Scargrounds traditionally has a favorite Scouts matchup. In fact, you can even see it here. And you might be like, oh, but this is old. No, this is super old. This is like 9 months. This is almost a year old. But guess what? Scouts hasn't changed much since then. It's gone like 2 micro buffs. It's really well positioned in the meta. But obviously there is no data on Scargrounds. Like you can go to... I guess you could sign up for Mobalytics, but like the sample sizes are so low. And the win rates are low. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break. And then we'll, yeah, we'll keep going, so... Yeah. Alrighty. Sorry about that. Nature called. Okay, what the fuck was I doing? We were looking at what are general good stuff lineups. And this was fine. Sorta. Yeah, the thing I don't like about adding darkness with these two is, like, it kind of screws up your matchup spread. Right, where it's like you have 3 good decks against something, now you have 2 in 1. You know, and then that gives them an opportunity, depending on how many 2 in 1s there are, right? It's like, oh, if I ban this one deck, then you have 1 good and 1 bad. And all of a sudden, right, like this 58% win rate gets chopped down to, like, not as good. Because you just take one of these out. Yeah, 50, 54. So, actually finding the third deck for these two is kind of tricky, I think. Like, personally, I'm just gonna play Lulu's Sad, probably. I don't know if I want to play just the strict good stuff lineup for seasonals if I get in. Because I'm full on Prime Glories for Gauntlet. And I'm Diamond 3 right now. I haven't been doing much grinding. Maybe tomorrow I'll just get up and grind. And one really nice thing about playing good stuff lineups is you can also rank with the good stuff decks. So I could just get a metric ton of practice in with these two. And then when I get into Masters, maybe just like Ignite LP, playing the third deck for a bit. Yeah, I really don't like what Darkness does to the matchup spread. What's the next one? I bet it's Lurk. I bet it's always Lurk. Wait, let's see what Lurk looks like. Maybe that's the moral of the stream, is we gotta be lurkers. So clear, 2, 9, go. See, your no champion matchup's fine. Oh yeah, Ari Cannon sucks, that's why I hated it, that's why I did not like it. Because you're so close to being good against Ari Cannon. The Scouts has an edge, and I think it's bigger according to Runeterra AR. I mean, Lor Meta. Where the fuck are you? Yeah, it's like 55 according to them. Alright, let's think. What are the decks that beat both the cannons? Both Aries. Spiders. Scouts, which we're already doing. Yeah, Thralls isn't good. Beats both Scouts, Spiders, Sentinels, FTR. Alright, let's see what Spiders... Spiders, Shadow Isles, Shadow Isle Ari Cannon. Let's see what this abomination looks like. I feel like there's machine learning that could just figure this out for me. Like, if I could plug in all the data, and it's like, make the best lineup, you know, these data points, and would make one lineup, and then it's like, I could... That's like, what lineups beat this lineup that have the best overall win rates? So, this lineup beats Ariken and Shurima. Get, Naughty Words by Scouts. Lineup sucks. Spiders is just too bad of a deck overall, you know? Like, it definitely serves a role as a punisher, but it has too many deficiencies to take the crown. So I guess it's a spoiler more than anything. Yeah, this lineup beats the shit. Actually, this lineup's really good against both Ari Cannons, but I don't... Wait, what? Wait, did I just, like... stumble into the lineup that beats both? Just put a 50 in here. Yeah. So if you really, really want to... Yeah, technically... Lineup's... I don't know, is this lineup good? So you put the 50s. So these have 50s. Wait, why aren't you giving me a number? Add them together, divide by 17, come on! What is this? Are these not numbers? Is that it? So garbage. They're visible too! Oh no, it has to... Yeah, C43. C43... I don't understand. Whatever. That gets owned by control lineups, essentially. I don't know how popular control lineups are actually going to be. The problem is they don't really beat Ari Cannon or Scouts. Maybe I'm just supposed to keep the 50s in. Nah, we'll figure out how to do it later. Yeah, so, I don't know. Good stuff lineup. Ari Cannon, Scouts, Shyvana. Good stuff too. Shadow Wild Ari Cannon, or Go Hard Ari Cannon, Scouts. Wait, what was the third deck we just did? I think I've lost the plot. Spiders, yeah. Not great. It's not really good stuff. Let's look at MF Shadow Wilds. Let's use the power of our eyes. Yeah, so what do you... Just try to find similar decks. gonna be impossible. In theory, even past a certain point, it just doesn't matter. It's like the lineups are getting really, really bad. Like, do we really care about the win rate of, like, Shyvana Pantheon? I don't know. I guess that's why Lor Metas tables are a little more useful. %30 feels bad, man. 40%? 20% Zareth. Arcan and Shrima. Temples. So a few games. Feels bad. Alright. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I think I'm definitely kind of puttering out a bit. But what are the conclusions? Well, I think a very good lineup to ban, if your plan is to ban Arcan and Shrima, is Lurk, Sivir Shan, Mono Pantheon. It's a weird lineup, but it actually kind of has a nice spread of matchups. Maybe I should, like, figure out... Right up ban targets for stuff, for lineups. Yeah. Well, obviously this matchup spanning... McKenna. Karima. But, like, after that, like, after you ban that, its matchups against the whole field looked really good. So if you ran into Non and an Ahri lineups, oh, it looked really good. It might even be a really good, like, day 2 lineup if you make it, or if you go deeper in the tournament. Do you know what I should do real quick? I should make a Beat Scouts lineup. That's actually probably even more useful, because Scouts has a high meta score, and it seems to slot so well. Yeah, we can do this real quick. Beat Scouts. There's so few decks that beat Scouts. So yeah, I ranted about this before, I believe. Pantheons. Pantheon fucking demolishes it. How does the tournament format work? You both bring 3 decks, and then each player gets to ban a deck from the other player. And that's like in the ban phase, and you don't get to see anything. And then you each have 2 decks left over, and you each pick a deck again that's like obfuscated until, you know, you both submit your results. And then with your 2 decks, you have to get a win on each deck. So, you know, if I have deck 1 and deck 2, you have deck 1, deck 2, my deck 1 fights, say your deck 2. You know, when your deck 2 wins, it gets a win, and it's out. So then you have deck 1 left, and I have 2 decks left, and they each have to beat the 1 deck. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly like Gauntlet. It works the exact same way. Yeah. Except Seasonals is 9 rounds. And each round is an hour, and it has a lunch break. It's bloody long. It's like playing Grand Prix in Magic. But at least you're playing from home. So you don't have to wear pants. Yeah, so Pantheon beats Scouts really fucking hard. Let's put that in capitals. I'll just put Pantheons. And that's a very big jump in terms of win rates. Sivir Shan, yeah. God, am I fucking playing Sivir Shan Pantheon? I did not expect this to be the moral. Do you or other people stream it? It sounds pretty interesting. Yeah, a lot of people stream it. I won't be. I will record it. But yeah, because I have very low endurance, relatively speaking, to other players, so it'll just be like bad commentary. It's usually a bad stream, honestly, because there's so much downtime. But if you go on Twitch, tons of people will be streaming theirs. It's cool. It's a cool day. Obviously, they have like 5-minute delay on. So like chat interaction also goes to shit. Like I streamed it once, it was just awful. Like it was one of the 9-hour ones too. So it was just like I would just take an hour break, like 40 minutes off, where it's like, oh hey, if I was serious, you know, it's like, yeah, between rounds I don't really want to play too much. I don't want to tucker myself out and, you know, destroy my brain, so don't really want to play. And it's like, what can you do? You know? I could watch MasterChef, I guess. Be funny. Alright, is fucking Pantheon Sivir Auction? Is this the way? This is so fucking weird. Yeah, Sentinels. Lurk. This is so dumb. This lineup's actually very weird. Pantheon, Lurk, Sivir Auction. It actually has a lot of gas. When does this take place? Check inside Runeterra. Here, I'll look it up real quick. Play dot. Let's say it's like February. Early February. Yeah. News, competitive. Yeah, they don't have it on their website, because... But it is in client. Cool. Fuck, am I playing this? Am I gonna become Pantheon Sivir Auction Lurkman? Which one actually has... It's just none of these, right? None of these are good climbing decks. So weird. I'm like having a... Lurk. Give me Lurk. Wait, no, I don't want matchup that. This is fine. Wait, where'd the win rates go? Oh, yeah, chart. Search. Pike. So there's only one. Holy fuck, they have a lot of whiffs. I don't know if I can get behind this. Pike. Yeah, like I would never play an 8-spell version. Yeah, like this is where I would. Wait, am I looking at this? Oh wait, no, these have Lurk. This has Lurk. So they have 4, 7. I would definitely try to find the version with the lowest whiff rate. So not this, because this is a 3, 6. It's not. I guess 6 is pretty high. Because the thing is, it's not even like I believe like this is just better. It's more just I will lose my fucking mind if I whiff on Lurks. I will tilt off. I am not Buddha. So this was at 4, 6, 8. Yeah, fuck this list. 3, 6. Alright, whatever. It's like 6 seems to be the norm. Which is still really high. 15% whiff? Gonna double check. 2, 4, 6. No, I'm not playing this. No, 9's outrageous. Sivir. Wait, there's just you have no Sivir decks for me? Believe in the heart of the cards. I don't know if you've watched my stream, but variance does not favor me. I feel... So Scouts... also loses to... Yeah, loses to both Pantheons. Yeah, Pantheons, which I put there. And then banning Ari Kennen. Yeah, so it's definitely... figure out between which one I want to play. Just annoying that none of these decks are good for laddering. Because I don't play as much as I should. And none of these have great... Like, you don't really want to ladder with a deck that doesn't have a good Ari Kennen matchup. You know, not a path to riches. Let's go to Lor Meta. Sivir. Take Pike off. No one's playing Sivir Pike. Yeah, Radiant Guardian goes a long way against Scouts. Honestly, I have no idea. I've never played Sivir Akshan. I've only watched from a distance. Holy fuck, its win rates are so awful. 65% champion. Champion? Yeah. I don't know, this lineup seems so interesting. Maybe I'll test it in Gauntlet. That could be cool. Just get a feel for it there. Yeah, so what's the game plan? You know, let's open Runeterra. Give it a second. Yeah, we're gonna figure out my life plan. The next bit. Come on, load. Five days, play. Is non. Yeah, it's Staring Poros. Yeah, so in tournament, yeah. So 14 days. Now 4 Prime Glories. Gauntlet. So rank cutoff is in February 4th. Today's the 21st? 21st, 15 days? 14, I guess, right? Feb 12th is your birthday. Nice. Yeah, so open rounds, yeah. So this is the format, or the tournament I should say, where top 700 master players and 324 Prime Glories play. Hmm. No, I don't know. So what's the plan? It's, when I get to top 700 masters, what even is that? What does that even look like at the moment? Maybe I'll just be like a degenerate and try to get in on Prime Glory. Alright, so we got this open. Runeterra. Leaderboard. We'll switch back to browser VOD. Americas. There's only 933 master players at the moment. I'm just holding down the page. Actually, I should do it on my keyboard. We're gonna go to bottom 700, see how many points that is. Wait, there is not a lot of points. It's actually very low. Okay, maybe the plan is... This is insane. I remember it being 150. I guess people aren't grinding yet. That's why the points are so low. Go back to Runeterra. Play leaderboard. No, not really faster. So basically, you don't need many points, at least right now, to get top 700. But it's definitely gonna get harder during seasonals. I remember 150 being a classic cutoff rank for LP, which is this thing, like 51, 50. Yeah, fuck. Okay. Alright, let's think real hard here. If I was mega tryhard, I could I think I could make... Let's say I'm Diamond 3. Yeah, honestly, if I just, like, really stream hard... Oh, I'm Diamond 3, so I have no points, right? I'm not even in Masters at the moment. Currently... This is me. Ooh, 20 LP. Yeah, Diamond 3, 20 LP. So I have to go plus 12 games? Plus 12 maps to get into Masters, and then... It's skewed for Masters, because the game loss is warped. Okay, let's make... Do this. I'm just trying to see which one of those 3 decks could potentially be ladderable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 left. It is funny that essentially I'm considering 3 decks. And it's like, they aren't popular enough, so I've removed their own win rates from the thing. Oh, this is... There's 10 in total, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. So I have to do minus 10. And then for... I think Lurk is the only one with a matchup remaining. Yeah. Oh, we got another ban target. No, one day I'm gonna ban someone who's just like memeing. Where it's like, oh hey, I made this really cool Runeterra website. And I'll be like, oh wow, link it in chat, I totally wanna see. And they'll do this and I'll just like instinctually ban them. Okay, so what's the chosen lineup? It's Pantheon, Sivrock, Sean, Shyvana, Akshan, or Shyvana, Pantheon. And then, look. So clear. 4 and 9. Which one is just the best for laddering? Shyvana, Pantheon seems to be the best. Just something to keep in mind. I should probably just grind with Torima. What's my game plan? So I have two branches. I can either grind BO3 with the meme lineup and increase my experience and potential win rate. I guess these aren't exclusive because Gauntlet's not available forever. So maybe I'll do this. With the chosen lineup. It's not a meme, even though it does look like a meme. So that'll be Saturday to Monday. And then trying to get top 700 masters. And that could be Tuesday to Thursday. So I know there's Mastering Runeterra on Sunday. Tomorrow's Saturday. I know there's like OLC or OCL or something. I know there is a tournament I could play tomorrow, but I'm just not gonna get up. I don't think there are tournaments Monday, so Saturday and Monday. Just do nothing but best of 3, just to get a feel for the lineup. This might not be the best practice. And then... the calendars show up? I don't think it does. It's whatever. So basically... yeah, Tuesday to Thursday, I can just like lock myself in. And be like, go hard. When's the cutoff again? Tournament... Masters is here, so the 4th. Feb 4th for Masters top 700. I might be able to just get in on Prime Glory. I don't want to put off getting into Masters. Got a cough, can't go into work. That sucks. Hopefully you don't have the thing going around. Nobody will question that excuse. True, they won't. They can't. Maybe they technically can. Technically, you can do almost anything. Probably shouldn't. Feb 1st. Last chance gauntlet. I really don't want to. The 1st. So my goal is by the 27th. That's kind of my goal. I had it already back in 2020, one of the first cases in the GTA. That sucks. Do you live in Toronto? I too live in Toronto. Yeah. But I think you can still catch Omicron. Even if you had COVID before, right? Because it's mutated. That's why we all have to get boosties too, is like the vaccine resistance apparently doesn't last years, it's months. Okay, so I guess tomorrow I'm gonna be playing Gauntlets. Lots of gauntlets. Yeah, I'll try the lineup tomorrow at the very least. We'll get a feel for it. Maybe it'll be the way. Yeah, but it won't be as bad. It's good to hear for sure. I'm not a doctor, but that all adds up. Yeah, it's just so annoying that none of these decks are good for climbing. Yeah, it is. It's a rock, Sean. I mean, Shyvana Pantheon. Oh, we got another banner. How? See, at least the Shyvana Pantheon deck, yeah, it's better against this. I'm just gonna put 50 here. Yeah, Lurk's not good. Yeah, it's got the better go hard one. Go back to the leaderboard. Yeah, people are gonna grind hard closer to the date, so honestly it's not even really worth going too hard checking all that. America's last 2 days. I wish I could do a sort by... I guess at autoplay rates. Which one of my decks is good against scouts? Shyvana Pantheon or Mono Pantheon? I guess I'm in Diamond. It's so weird that Pike's up there. Alright, anyways, we're gonna wrap this bitch up. This has been 2 hours of me smashing my head against numbers. In conclusion, just so we have something good. We have some lineups, right? Good stuff lineup. Ari Cannon, Shurima, Scouts. For some reason I had Shyvana Pantheon in here. She's weirdly a high lineup. Ban target Elise. Another one. Go hard, Ari Cannon, Scouts and Spiders. Kinda has good win rates against the Ari Cannon decks. You want to line up that really beats Ari Cannon. I guess you have these, Shurima. Yeah, this lineup is the same as this. So essentially, good stuff 2 lineup is you want to beat both the Ari Cannons. You just need to find a way to make your go hard list beat the other go hard lists, which I don't really know how you do because I haven't played the deck, I've just watched it. If you plan on banning Ari Cannon, I think it's either one actually. You can do this. I think you can do Mono Pantheon or Shyvana Pantheon. Obviously I'll have to check the matchups closer to the date. But weirdly, also if you want to beat Scouts, this is a good lineup. So that's why I really like this. You can ban Ari Cannon and beat Scouts, so you actually chop some of the good pillars of the format. And if you want to beat Control, a lot of the decks we were talking about previously show up in here. Lurk, Shyvana, Pantheon, and Sivarok Sean are good here. So I might even lean towards Shyvana Pantheon, because it's got, like, less polarized matchups, it seems. Yeah, I haven't... It's not fully comprehensive, it's more just number crunching. And this is just my master plan. So tomorrow I have to play something. Admittedly, grinding ranked isn't as good for my YouTube channel, but I would like to do better the seasonals. So, yeah, we're definitely gonna try some of the decks in the lineup. Maybe just, like, play Shyvana Pantheon for a bit. See if we can rank with it. Maybe just cycle between the 3 decks when ranking. That could be a good thing, and then go into Gauntlet after, you know, 5 games of each. Good. Yeah. I have a few people that like ranked content. Or most people like Path of Champions, which is fair. But so maybe I'll try to do like a 2-stream thing. If I can get up early, do ranked, and stream later, do some Teemo. Yeah. And then yeah, want to get top 700 Masters. Actually, we'll just define that. Top 750 Masters, aka 150 LP. That's like the minimum. What are we... Yeah. Cycle ranking with the 3 decks. All 3 decks, in theory, smash scouts. So it is kind of funny. Yeah. Alright, so I guess we'll stream tomorrow. Maybe I'll, like... I should probably figure out how to make a video from this that's, like, actually helpful for people. That isn't 2 hours long. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Please click that like button, and I'll be on tomorrow.